Good morning, students. Welcome to the class of TYBCom Cost Accounting, and we are going to learn today weighted average method for stores ledger, and we are going to solve one problem of weighted average method. During the last lecture, we have learnt about the FIFO method and we have solved the FIFO method problem for stores ledger, and now we are going to see weighted average method. Let us see the question. From the following particulars, in respect of rubber used as material for a certain product during the year 2019, you prepare stores ledger under weighted average method. So here some transactions during the March 2019 are given. Opening stock is given of 400 kg rated 50 rupees. Purchases 800 kg on 5th March at the rate of rupees 60. On 7th, issue transaction 600 kg. On 12th, purchase 200 kg at the rate of 70. On 18th, some rubber is returned to the stores. So that is receipt to the store. So we are going to add these returns in the receipt column. We will show it into the receipt column and we will add it to the balance. On 21st, again purchases of 400 kg at the rate of rupees 80. On 26th, there are issue of 800 kg. 29th March, return to suppliers. That means these goods are gone out to the suppliers. So we are going to show this transaction into issue column. Although it is not actual issue, it is returns to the suppliers, return to the creditors, we will show it into the column of issue. And this belongs to the purchase on 21st March. So we will write the rate of 21st March for these 100 kgs. A shortage of 100 kg was noticed and recorded on 28th March 2019. On 20th March, they must have taken stock taking and they found that there is shortage of 100 kg. So this shortage also will be shown as the issue and the rate will be calculated again here, right? So let us see how to solve this problem. So just like FIFO method, you have to draw the stores ledger. Give the heading in the books of dash dash. Here the name of the firm is not given. Stores ledger into bracket weighted average method. First column is the date column. Then receipts column into receipts. Quantity that is given into kgs, kilograms. Rate in rupees, amount in rupees. Issue column. Again 3 sub columns, quantity, rate and amount. And for the balance also again quantity, rate and amount. So three columns in each column of receipt, issue and balance. Let us see the first transaction. That is first. On 1st of March we are going to record the opening stock. Opening stock is given 400 kgs and the rate is 50. So 400 into 50, that is 20,000 kg, rupees 20,000. So rupees 20,000 is your opening stock. Now second transaction is given on 5th of March. Those are purchases of 800 kg. Rate is rupees 60. So 800 into 60 makes 48,000. So these are our receipts. Now we are using weighted average method. So into weighted average method we are going to find out the rate per unit here. So how to calculate this rate? First of all, we are going to make total of units 400 plus 800, that is 1200. Then we will calculate the total amount, that is total cost. So that is 20,000 plus 48,000, which makes total cost 68,000 of this 1200 kgs. So 68,000 divided by 1200 kg is equal to 56.6 6666 to the infinity. So we have rounded off here 56.67. So per unit cost by weighted average method is 56.67. So now here the total of 20,000 and 48,000, 68,000 is already written here. So in short, we are going to divide this amount by this quantity, right? So first of all, we made the total of these two amounts, 20,000 and 48,000. Then we made the total of the quantity 480, and we divided with by the quantity to the amount. So 68,000 divided by 1200, that is 56.67. Now when there will be next issue, we are going to use this rate in the issue column, right? Do you understand this? Okay. Further, on 7th March, there is issue of 600 kg rubber. So for this 600 kg rubber, we are going to use this rate 56.67. So for calci, I have taken the amount earlier we found out in the division. So this 56.6666 is taken as it is and into 100. So which makes the amount of 34,000 for issue. And this calculation is given for balance. First of all, we will see how the issue is written. See, on 7th March, into receipt column you have to put dash. In issues column, 600 into 56.67, amount will be 34,000, right? Now we are going to write the balance here. From this 1200, deduct this 1200. That calculation is given here. See, the balance remaining 1200 minus 600 is equal to 600 kg, and the amount 68,000 minus 34,000. So again 34,000 is the balance. So 600 kg, 34,000, and the rate will be the same, 56.66 or 56.67. Unless and until there will be next purchase, the rate is not going to change. So here the balance is written, issue is written here, and this is the balance. Now next transaction. Next transaction is of again purchase. They have purchased a 200 kg rubber at the rate of 70, which makes a value of 14,000. Right? Now we are going to write the balance again. So again what we will do, we will add the quantity 600 plus 200. We will add the amount 34,000 plus 14,000. So we have calculated it here. See, 600 plus 200, 800, 34,000 plus 14,000, 48,000, which makes per kg cost rupees 60. So write the cost into the balance column here, rupees 60. 800 kg balance is there, rate 60 rupees, and the amount is 48,000. Now next transaction is given on 18th March. Those are returns. Returns to stores means the earlier you have issued this material here to the production, but now some of the material that may be remaining material from the process, that has been returned to the stores. So the instruction is given, these returns belongs to your opening stock. These were issued from this 400 kg rubber. So we have taken the rate here as 50 rupees. So 100 kg material at the rate of 50, making amount 5,000 rupees. So again put dash into issue column. Now we will add this to stock. So 800 plus 100 makes 900 kg material, and amount 48,000 plus 500 makes 53,000. So 53,000 divided by 900, making a cost per unit 58.80 9. Here the calculation is given. 800 plus 100, 900. 48,000 plus 5,000, 53,000. 53,000 divided by 900 is equal to 58.89 per kg. Now let us go to the next transaction. Next transaction is on 21st March. Again there is receipt. So when there is a receipt, your cost per unit is always going to change. So 400 units have kg material has been purchased at the rate of rupees 80. So 400 into 80 is equal to 32,000. Put dash into issue column. Now again do the total quantity. 900 plus 400 makes 1,300, and 53,000 plus 32,000 makes 85,000. Now we have to divide 85,000 by 1,300 and we will get a cost per unit 65.38. So this calculation is given here. Units 900 plus 400 is equal to 1,300. 53,000 plus 32,000 makes a cost of 85,000. 85,000 divided by 1,300 is equal to 65.38 kg per kg. Now see the next transaction. Next transaction is of issue. So put dash into the receipts column. 800 kgs has been issued. The issue rate will be given, that weighted average cost per unit 65.38. 800 multiplied by 65.38 makes the amount of 52,304. Now we are going to calculate the balance. So out of these 1,300 units, 1,300 kg material, we have utilized 800 kg material. So remaining material quantity is 500 kg, and amount 85,000 minus 52,304. The remaining amount is, that means remaining cost is 32,696. Now we will divide this amount. 32,696 divided by 500 is equal to 65.38. So you can see it here. This calculation is given here. 1,300 minus 850 kg, 500 kg, 85,000 minus 52,304 is equal to, amount is 32,696 rupees. Now next transaction. Next transaction on 28, we have given one instruction of shortage. The shortage is found of 100 kg rubber and it should be rated at the weighted average cost. So 100 kg material will be written in the issue column. It is shown into the issue column. The rate will be 65.38, which we have calculated earlier for the balance, and 1000 into 65.38 is equal to 6,538. Now remaining material is 400 kg, right? Earlier it was how much? It was 500 kg here. See, it was 500 kg here. 500 minus 100 is equal to 400 kg. So the now amount is 400 into 65.38, that is 26,152. Now on 29th we have given returns to the suppliers. That means this material is not in stores now, it is gone out of stores. So 100 kg material is sent back to the suppliers. So we have written it into the issue column. So 100 kg material, and it is from the earlier purchase, and that day rate was 80 rupees. So supplier will take this material for the given rate only, not your weighted average cost rate. It will be given on the purchase rate. So 100 into 80, that makes 8,000 rupees. So returns will be cost at the rate of the purchase only here. Now remaining material, out of this 400, 100 material has been given back, so remaining material is 300 kg. Here you can see the calculation, 400 minus 100, 300 kg, and the amount 26,152 minus 8,000 is equal to rupees 18,152. Now we have to recalculate our weighted average cost per kg. So 18,152 divided by 300 kg, and we got here our weighted average cost per unit rupees 60.51 per kg. So this is our closing stock. You can write it here. Closing stock on 29th March is 300 kg rubber at the rate of 60.51, valuing rupees 18,152. Right. So in this way we have calculated the weighted average cost after every purchase, and the balance is calculated accordingly. So you have to calculate this on your own. Don't just write the question or don't just write the solution. You should calculate everything on your own and you should solve it accordingly. If any doubts are there, ask me on WhatsApp. You can message me on WhatsApp, and here 2 additional videos are given to you. Please watch these videos. These are excellent videos. On first video is on weighted average cost method and second is on FIFO method. So watch both these videos. You will get definitely some extra information and you can solve those problem also. If you want any extra questions from me, just let me know on WhatsApp. I will send you them on WhatsApp. Thank you. Have a nice day.